way to Orpheus Island from Magnetic. So we got the motor going, sails are flogging a bit.
We caught a fish.
We caught
a big fish.
A very big fish.
But it's a bloodbath here.
Yeah, and it's a bit of a bloodbath at the moment because they got up and it was flogging around a bit, but that's always happens. Good sized fish that. We gotta bleed it out, so I cut its throat and just hanging it upside down. I'm gonna cut the guts out. Got some teeth on it too. Yeah. Anyway, thank you, fish. We arrived at Pioneer Bay at Orpheus Island in the late afternoon after having decided to skip the anchorage at Hazard Bay. There are 4 mooring balls at Pioneer Bay, but all were occupied, so we anchored up reluctantly in about 15 meters of water. One ball had a commercial fishing trawler hanging off it, so we planned to pick up the ball he was on when he left for the night. Unfortunately, as he was leaving and we were retrieving our anchor, another boat came in and took the ball. It's not an ideal anchorage because it gets very deep all of a sudden and the seabed is mostly rock and coral, which can make retrieving the anchor a bit tricky. The next day one of the other balls freed up, so we grabbed it shortly after. Although mooring balls can be very annoying at times, we were very happy to be attached to it as the weather report was showing a big blow coming in later that night. There's a research centre nearby and they look after some giant clams in the bay, so we headed out in search of them.
I almost jumped in with my life jacket on.
Oh well, that would have been fun. God.
Beautiful down there. It was absolutely stunning. Some of the nicest coral I've seen for ages. But I just kept getting croc feelings.
Yeah. Okay.
I might go in again. I just need a minute.
We're on our way to Hinchenbrook Island, which is inside the Hinchenbrook Channel, and we have to time the tides correctly to get through the Hinchenbrook Channel because there's a few sandbars by Lucinda. Yeah, this morning we had all the wind, and as usual somebody's turned the fan off again. Well, we're still going alright, but it's dying out for sure, which is not too bad because we'll have to hang around the mouth of the channel for a little bit to just wait for the tide to come up. But yeah, we can see the conveyor and the sugar sheds in the distance, which is a good indication that we're in the right spot. And map's not lying to us. May not be talking on camera right now because this is a little bit stressful, but our depth...
But I'm doing all the work, so he's okay.
Our depth sounder is on, has shown 0.9 just now, which is the lowest we've ever seen it. And there's a few sandbars in front of us, so it's quite tricky, and there's a lot of waves and stuff as well, so if we do touch the bottom, it's going to be interesting, but at least it's sand as far as we know. Anyway, wish us luck. These markers have caused a little bit of questions in our minds today, but we've made it through. It's not very green anymore because of all the bird poo. I think that was I think in the book that says that was damaged in the cyclone Yasi. Those pylons look like they might have carried something out to this jetty, but no longer. There's somebody fishing out there. She's getting in. Probably good fish around these pylons. Captain Meanie over here has told me she's going to make me pancakes for lunch, but now she doesn't want to, she just wants to drive, so...
It's only 11 o'clock. You get lunch when you get lunch.
My belly's getting very hungry.
Okay. I'll make you pancakes. We're going to pass this boy and then you can have another bag.
Okay. We are here at Hinchenbrook Island, Hinchenbrook. Fishermen here all the time today. I'm guessing they have to go to work tomorrow. Poor buggers. This morning is day 4 at Hinchenbrook Island. It is absolutely magic. Clouds are rolling in. It's meant to rain in the next couple of days. And the weather report's jumping up and down, but it says the wind's coming in as well, so I think we might just hang out here. A few mozzies and sandflies out this morning. We're getting bit a lot, but I think we can manage. We bought some new fold-out solar panels in Townsville, which has added another 120 watts to our solar power, and they are really helping to keep the battery topped up. And so as a result, I've turned the fridge down and we're starting to get a bit of ice in there now, so it's now officially a freezer, which is very cool. We spent a bit of money at the chandlery the other day and I replaced some of the halyards. One of them was this blue spinnaker halyard, and yeah, we subsequently found out that that was the worst place that we could have bought rope from because it's pretty expensive. But anyway, it's done now, so hopefully we won't risk losing the spinnaker because of a lost halyard. We had a few mozzies last night, and 2 have just died on the fridge. Of old age, probably, full of blood. And in the corner, they have a cockroach. Unfortunately, when we brought the spinnaker on board the boat, it was full of cockroaches. I spent some time in the spare room at home, and Glendon House was full of cockroaches. Anyway, trying to deal with them, but I wonder how well we're getting this problem eradicated. Trying out our new crab pot this morning, And we're trying to find a creek at the moment, but the one we're looking at is dried out, so we might be going to the next one. There's a very picturesque little crab in this picture, but I don't think it's going to come out. And he sees us coming in and he's going back into his hole. But where the little ones are, there should be big ones too, hey? So hopefully they don't steal all our bait and disappear. Oh, there's a little one under the mud there.
That was the first one I saw.
Oh.
It's very lucky now.
It is probably just going to look like mud. Alright. We have put our trap out. And this is a tree, so we should remember it. It'll kind of look the same all around. You gonna remember the tree?
This tree here.
This tree with the green ball hanging out of it.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with that? Flies want it.
Flies want it.
On a bit of a 360 today. A couple of months ago we had no interest in finding crocodiles at all. And this afternoon we find ourselves actively going out and looking for crocodiles.
We want to see them from a distance, not up close, but yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of splashes around the boat at night, but I haven't actually looked one in the eye yet, so...
I think he's heard sticks, and yeah,
heard
away.
of sticks.
I have no faith.
Anyway, we are on the hunt for crocodiles, but no luck so far. No crabs today. Friends of ours were anchored at Gayanda Creek, not far from us at Hinchenbrook Island. So we weighed anchor and after taking an unplanned scenic tour, arrived at a very busy little anchorage. The creek was fairly narrow, so we were all lined up in a row.
So what are you doing?
Trying to fix the anchorage.
Last night we dragged a little bit, and then when we tried to pull the anchor in, it did not pull.
We have to do it by hand.